Hi all, just wanted to share a couple things I had thought about as we were going through our day-to-day and help us plan for our next day-to-day, which is going to be coming up in a couple weeks. I first wanted to clarify a little bit about goals and indicators. Remember, goals are different than indicators. We are reporting about the indicators. So those goals are the things that we're aiming for. So if you think about soccer, which we have demonstrated here, it's those goals at the end of the pitch. The indicator is the score. How many times we got the ball into the goal. So when we're looking at it over the next couple weeks and last month as well, we're reporting how many times we actually got into that goal. What was the score? What were those ways that we know that we're actually doing well? Not necessarily the goals. We will set some goals based on the indicators. So the example here is running. If we had a slow time, then we need to do some additional training or faster training next time. So when we're looking at this idea right now, we're just reporting those indicators, and then we'll set some goals as we go along as well. Remember to focus. We are doing so many things. It's easy to kind of get lost in all the different things that we're talking about. Some of us are really focused in and doing this very well, but let's make sure that we're focusing on some of those. So what is that indicator that has the greatest impact? How much time do you spend on that? What is the area of the allocation of time that you spend looking at that specific indicator or those tasks surrounding that? Remember, we gather data on what's important, not what is interesting. Remember, this is a place of safety. Let's let it all hang out. We want to hear the good, we want to hear the bad. This is the time that we have to be able to do that. An excellent example is when Bob talked about some of the things they were doing really well, and he talked about a couple things that we're not doing as well. So remember, those things that we're not maybe doing as well are those areas that we have to grow from. Remember that we're reporting on what we did last year. We're interested somewhat in what you're going to be doing this year, but that's in a different conversation. Right now, we're just looking at last year. We're looking back. So make sure that we actually are looking at those indicators reporting about the goals that we set last year. This is going to be kind of our baseline year, and we'll be looking forward as we go on to set some goals in the next coming months. And finally, just remember to be concise. I love this saying from Sabrina, more is not always better. Sometimes it's just more. Just because we can say more doesn't mean we need to. So let's just remember to be concise if we can keep that in that time frame. Should be fun to see more of what we have for the next time, and we'll see you in a couple weeks.